Hello everyone. I am Supreet from Team Greyby and today I have an interesting case to share with you related to investigative approach to locate killer art. Have you come across situations when the online literature search does not yield any result? If you are nodding yes, then you will find this case very interesting. The case actually began from the end of online searching in various databases, and today I am going to skip all that part of database oriented searching. The clue we had was a few product manuals from a Chinese mobile manufacturer, and the twist was all the data sheets were published after the priority date of the subject patent. From there, an obvious road to follow was to locate the earlier versions of the manuals and see if any of the earlier versions contained the required disclosure. In general, manuals have different versions, and the idea was to see if some previous version works. But a roadblock, the earlier versions were also published after the required date criteria. While exploring all this, an interesting clue in hand was mobile was launched globally a few years after the launch in Chinese market, and some of the earlier versions of the phone were launched in China before the priority date. The search direction took a drastic turn from here, towards exploring the manuals launched in China for the earlier versions. When I was hoping for good, another bump came in the road ahead. The initial versions of the manuals were not available, as the older Chinese version of the company website was not indexed in web archives. That was no reason to stop, as there was a strong belief that mobile was launched in China before the priority date, and there must be something out there. With this thought, the hunt for an old phone started, and many options were explored. At one place, a refurbished version was available, but after some struggle and everything, bingo, we got our hands on the phone without any modifications, and that too in working condition. A relief, though temporary one, as the software in that phone was updated and the requirement was for the older software for confirming it as a prior art. Luckily, the earlier version of the software was available online. Then came another challenge, or I should say series of challenges. Installing the earlier version on phone, but the phone was not having a Wi-Fi option. So the phone couldn't be connected to internet to download the software. The only option was to use internet through SIM. But yeah, there is another turn here. This phone had an old SIM tray, and we required older version of SIM card. Arranging which was some serious effort, but eventually it got handled. After all this, the final moment, the older version of the software was installed, phone started, and it was in working condition. The phone was tested as per the conditions mentioned in the patent, and bang! There was this prior art in front of everyone's eyes. The investigation ended well.